Glad you all could be here and get here safely.
Yes.
Thank you for being here to report on this.
All right, stand by to go live. And in 5, 4, 3.
Right, well, good afternoon, and thank you again for being here for this update on the City of Lincoln's coordinated response to the winter storm and our efforts to ensure your safety. I am joined by Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Director Liz Elliott and by Lincoln Parks and Recreation Director Maggie Stuckey-Ross. We anticipate that the blizzard conditions that began this morning will continue through much of the afternoon. The National Weather Service predicts total snow accumulation between 3 and 9 inches, with winds gusting as high as 70 miles per hour. We are taking this storm seriously, as public safety is our #1 priority. So to keep you and your family safe during this storm, the city is leading a highly coordinated response across multiple city departments and collaborating with key community partners. In response to these blizzard conditions, the City of Lincoln has declared a snow emergency and snow emergency parking ban, which applies to snow emergency routes, arterial streets, school, and bus routes. A snow emergency parking ban helps our winter operations crew clear streets faster and make streets safer sooner. And while our city crews continue to plow snow emergency routes, arterial streets, school, and bus routes, our private contractor partners will start plowing residential streets by 4 p.m. today. They will keep working until residential streets are fully cleared. Our team at Lincoln Transportation and Utilities is on the front lines of our coordinated city response, and here to share key details about that effort is Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Director Liz Elliott. Director?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. With heavy snow expected to fall for the next several hours, our snow plowing teams are working to keep the streets clear. To help our snow fighters maintain travel for our community, the city's snow emergency and snow emergency parking ban are in effect. This means parking is not allowed on either side of emergency snow routes, school, and bus routes. A residential parking ban goes into effect at 2 p.m. today. We ask the community members to move their vehicles away from the side of the residential streets with odd numbered addresses. Parking is allowed on the side with even numbered addresses. This effort will allow crews to plow snow from the streets quickly and efficiently. To allow time for Lincoln residents to move their vehicles, 75 additional snow fighters will begin plowing residential streets this afternoon and through the overnight hours into Thursday. As soon as our winter operation crews are finished cleaning up the arterial streets, they too will turn their attention to the residential streets. Our winter operations team is actively following our thorough response plan to keep you and our streets safe during this storm. Our teams will continue to follow a phased approach. Early this morning, we began patrolling the streets and applying salt pre-wet with brine to emergency, school, and bus routes. This effort is assisting our crews with de-icing efforts to continue to give drivers the ability to travel if they must. Plowing efforts are in full swing. We will plow around the clock in order to keep up with the fast-moving storm. Our team is first focused on arterial, school, and emergency snow routes, followed by collector streets and then residential areas. We will then continue with spot checking and adjusting winter operations to meet conditions. Throughout the storm, we will conduct spot checks to assess road conditions and make adjustments to their treatment as necessary. And finally, if needed, we will reapply granular salt pre-wet with brine to assist with continued de-icing over the next day or so. If icing develops on roadways overnight and Thursday, we will apply this material to improve traction for commuters. LTU is aware of an estimated 30 dark traffic signals currently without power or damage due to the storm. Please treat these intersections as four-way stops until power is restored and our crews can repair these traffic signals. Part of our response to today's storm involves alteration to the hours of city services. StarTran buses are running about 5 to 10 minutes behind schedule due to the wind and blowing snow. Riders should dress warmly, wear reflective clothing, and wait at least 8 feet from the curb for your safety. Real-time service updates are available through the Ride Link app. Lincoln Transportation Utilities is also taking steps to ensure the Bluff Road landfill and our 5 recycling sites across the city remain safe for all workers and community members. The North 48th Street Transfer Station and Bluff Road landfill are currently closed. Residents and waste haulers are asked to delay visits to both waste facilities. The storm has damaged several electrical poles at the Bluff Road landfill. We are evaluating when we can safely reopen. All city recycling sites are closed until 5 p.m. Thursday. These sites will not be serviced today due to storm conditions. The National Weather Service forecasts this storm to blow in and out of Lincoln within a 24-hour period. The good news is that warmer temperatures are expected to return later this week. This will greatly assist with our street operations for easier travel. For additional information on our plowing progress, go to lincoln.ne.gov/snow and click on our snow plow tracker map. You can also sign up for our winter operation emails on the website as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director Elliott, and to you and everyone on the Winter Ops team who are working so hard, along with our private sector partners who are going to be out plowing. In addition to LTU, our team at Lincoln Parks and Recreation is at the forefront of our city's coordinated response to the storm. Here to share more is Lincoln Parks and Recreation Director Maggie Stuckey-Ross.
Thank you, Mayor. As with any storm, our team is prepared to respond to our community's needs, and we will be out until the cleanup work has done. This storm has already placed significant stress on the urban forest with the combination of ice and wind. Any ice accumulation adds significant weight to trees, causing limbs and branches to bend, crack, or break under the strain. Strong winds further stress ice-covered trees, increasing the likelihood of trees being weakened or compromised. We are already seeing broken limbs and downed trees along streets, in our parks, and along our trails. Our forestry crews are responding as quickly as possible, and we appreciate the public's patience as we work to address storm damage quickly and safely. We encourage residents to report tree issues in their area after the storm passes. If tree debris is blocking a roadway, we ask that you notify Lincoln Police Department's non-emergency dispatch line at 402-441-6000 to ensure public safety needs are met. For all other public tree issues, including trees along streets and in our parks, residents are encouraged to use the Uplink app or our website, as it provides a quicker way to contact us. But you can also reach out to the Community Forestry section by phone at 402-441-7847. To maximize efficiency, our department prioritizes tree debris removal work by first addressing blocked arterial streets, then residential streets and driveways, hanging limbs, blocked sidewalks, and finally debris in the right-of-way between the curb and the sidewalk. As we complete our work in the public right-of-way, we want to remind everyone that tree debris on private property is the responsibility of the property owner. Even after this storm passes, weakened branches can remain a hazard, as lingering ice and shifting temperatures may cause delayed breakage. Please, if you are out in our parks or along our trails later this week, be aware of your surroundings. Our team is working hard to ensure Lincoln's parks, trails, and public spaces remain safe and accessible. We appreciate everyone's patience and cooperation as we respond to the aftermath of this storm. Thank you.
Thank you, Director, and to your team at Lincoln Parks and Rec. I know they're going to be busy, not just today, but in the days to come. We also just want to highlight the storm response efforts of our partners at the Lincoln Electric System. So for those of you who may be experiencing a power outage, please do report that outage to les.com/report or call their number at 1-888-365-2412. If, in addition, LES does have an outage map, you can go to les.com/outage and you can learn about tips for before, after, and during a power outage there, and more information about the outage restoration efforts. With that, we would be happy to open things up for questions from any of the folks from the media who are here with us.
What would you say is the state of the traffic lights? I know we've seen a couple that are down. How are you all managing that, and when do you plan to get them back up?
Yeah, we are aware of about 30 street lights that are out or damaged due to the storm. So our traffic crews are out there trying to get in either temporary services, but if it's power outages, we are asking people to treat those as four-way stops. It could be a few days for some of them to be repaired. I believe there is an arm mast that is down at 14th and Pine Lake. And so temporary measures during this wind event are not very effective, such as temporary stop signs or temporary message boards, because the wind can knock those down as well. So we are coordinating with Lincoln Police Department to ensure for those busier areas that we do have some enforcement there, but we're going to get out and get those repaired as quickly as possible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again for joining us for this news conference to learn more about our city's coordinated storm response, which is current and ongoing. And please be safe and visit lincoln.ne.gov for the latest information on our city's response. Please take care.